Intermittent fasting, a few years ago, it was caught on by storm and people went nuts over this stuff. So as a dietitian, I wanted to understand what supports and what detracts this diet. Let's start by looking at the 3 types of intermittent fasting. In alternate day fasting, we have 0 calories on some days, and other days there are unlimited calories. In modified fasting, there's 25% of calorie needs on fasting days and unlimited calories in others. Then we have time-restricted feeding, which is basically a set number of hours to eat during the day. The idea is less time to eat calories means more time for your body to use up those stored energy calories, which includes fat. Proponents of alternate day fasting believe that successful weight loss comes because after days of fasting, people typically only eat 10% more calories than you would eat on a normal day. So what that means is, when you're eating normally, you'll eat about 2,000 calories each day, whereas on fasting weeks, you end up eating 0 calories some days, and according to research, only about 20% more calories on the days where you have unrestricted eating. So over the week, that means that you end up eating a lot less calories on the fasting weeks, but you do have to make sure that you're not eating, double the calories on days you're actually eating. Let's switch over to time-restricted fasting. There's limited information here, though it's the one that most people talk about. This is when you eat for 8, 10, 12 hours and then you have the rest of the time off. So the assumption is because you have a smaller window of time to actually eat in, you end up eating less calories, mostly because you have less time to eat those mindless calories either late at night or throughout the day. In the research that has been done, it's been found that in bigger time windows, like 10 or 12 hours, people actually end up losing more weight than those in the smaller windows, so 6 or 8 hours. That can be due to a few things, but in what I've seen, so knowing that something's going to be taken away, you end up gorging in the food, leading to less weight loss. Let's talk about the beautiful parts of this. It has been shown to result in weight loss, and if that's something you want, this is something you could try out. This is also good if you're someone that relies on food rules to make lasting change, and this could also be good if you're someone that likes to eat in large quantities. It gives you a structure for that. Let's talk about the ugly. My preference is lifestyle changes that are adaptable. This one isn't, and that becomes difficult when you have a work event or you're going to see some friends and it's outside of your normal eating hours. You have to get used to really planning and getting used to not eating at these social events if it's outside of your hours. It's not for someone with a low body weight. It's also not for anyone that has struggled in the past with an eating disorder. So not for weightlifters, people that go to the gym, people that like to play a lot of sports. It does eat through your muscle, and you don't want it to do that if you're actively trying to build. Also not for anyone who has a history of GI issues, prone to constipation or diarrhea, stomach upset. This is very likely to trigger those issues for you. Now, real talk, I understand wanting to lose weight. As you explore this option, I really challenge you to think of another way of monitoring your success in this diet. Some of those options would be quality of food eaten each day. Are you meeting nutrient needs? Eating behavior, are you satisfying the actual cravings you have? Body appreciation, do you appreciate your body and all it does for you? Self-acceptance and compassion, really looking at life outside of just nutrition lens, and then quality of life, putting all these things together. That's it for this time. Thanks, and don't forget.